Hey, what's going on, everyone? Can everyone hear me? Hey, what's going on, everyone? Hey, what's going on, everyone? Can everyone hear me? Hey, hey, what's going on, you guys? I'm really excited that you guys are here with me today. Really, really excited. Hope everyone's having a great Friday. Really appreciate you guys spending your time here with me on this Friday. Really, really appreciate you guys spending your time with me, and I really hope I can make it very, very, very valuable to you guys. Make sure I'm providing information that you guys want to hear, want to learn. Just gonna give it a few more seconds, get more people in here. Thank you so much, you guys, for being on this call with me today. Thank you so much, you guys, for being here today. And today, in this presentation, I'm gonna show you guys. If you're on this call, you probably work at a medical practice, or or know someone that works at a medical practice, own a medical practice, or assistants inside of any sort of medical practice. And when I say medical practice, I mean dentist, surgeon, plastic surgeon, med spa, chiropractor. If you help anybody in any sort of wellness department, this is for you. If you want to know how to get more clients for your medical practice, this is for you. If you want to know how to retain more customers for your medical practice, this is for you. I'm going to be sharing you guys all the tips that can help you guys accomplish this and accomplish bringing in more customers to your medical practice. So we're just going to give it a few more seconds here and we're going to get more people in the call. Get more people on the call. Once again, thank you so much, you guys, for being on this call with me. Okay, got you. One second, let me make some edits here, you guys, so that we can lower the buffering. I'm seeing it's buffering a lot. Let's see what we can do here to change that. So just trying to see if I can fix the buffering for you guys. Hope that helps. Okay, great. So it seems that the buffering kind of stopped there. Awesome. So you guys, once again, we're about to get started. Thank you so much for being on this call. Okay, great. Let's get started. Welcome you guys to How to Build a Funnel for Your Medical Practice. Thank you so much for being on this call with me. Once again, I really, really appreciate it. I really appreciate your time, and I really hope that I can give you some value out of your time. This call would be around 50 minutes so that I can deliver everything that you need to know from A to Z. Once you leave this call, you will have an understanding of what a funnel is, understanding of what digital marketing is, and the understanding of exactly what your sales process is. These are things that's really hindering you from really being a beast in your market, really advancing in your market, being different from your competitors. If all your competitors are doing the same thing and you want to do something different, you want to branch out, you want to be known in the marketplace, you want to attract customers in a different way so that you can outspend your competitors and make more money than them in advertising. This is where you want to be. If you just want to learn new strategies and want to know what's working in marketing when it comes to medical, for the medical field, you're in the right place. So, you guys, let me introduce myself. My name is El Haji Saul. I like to call myself a self-made entrepreneur. I made that name up for myself. If you have a problem with it, you can come ask me. But I'm a self-made entrepreneur, you guys. And I really want to show you how funnels changed my life and how I see that funnels is changing the face of business as we know it. So let's get right into it. My name is Alhaji Saul. Who am I? I'm an immigrant from Senegal, West Africa. I moved here when I was 5 years old with my family of five and my parents. Really, really, this I believe like really made me moving to America was like one of the biggest shifts in my entire life. I could say it basically changed the entire trajectory of my life. And when I moved to America, it was a big change. It was something that I really had to adapt to, something that I wasn't used to. Growing up was really, really hard for me, just as far as not even being able to speak English, not even being able to communicate. My first years in school, and I just felt like a real, real outsider. So growing up for me was really hard, But around the time I was like 12 or 14, 12 or 14, I really, got to know myself and I really found out that, I was pretty good at selling. Selling was my life, when I first moved to America, one of the biggest things that I used to do was, sell on Craigslist. This is how I made most of my money. I was making pretty good money at a young age. I was making almost $1,000 a week selling on Craigslist. That's pretty good money for for a person in middle school going into high school. This was extremely, extremely impactful to me. How I live my life, and it gave me the opportunity to be independent. I seen my dad was working two jobs. I wanted to be independent. I wanted to go out on my own, so I didn't have to ask anyone for anything. I could fight for my own, get my own things, buy myself nice stuff. And around this time, being an outsider, I wanted to fit in really, really bad. I wanted to fit in at school. And, one of the things that really help you fit in school is just materials. And, around that time, I just had a real materialistic mindset. So my motivation for just selling on Craigslist was just to get more materials so that I can fit in more, and like now that I'm, older, I really, really appreciate the fact that, I understand that it's not all about materials, so it's really, really changing my life every day. So selling is my entire life. When I first moved to America, my first skill that I developed was selling, and selling on Craigslist was my first playground, really. I played around on Craigslist. I used to spend hours and hours on Craigslist finding products that were really cheap and relisting them on Craigslist. Or I would find products that people were selling on Facebook, then I would place them on Craigslist, for a profit, because I found out that people were actually selling products at a much cheaper price on Craigslist. So this is where I originally just got my feet wet in selling, and I would say I did pretty good at it. And then around this time, I wanted to grow. I wanted to progress. With any business owner, if you start anything, your job is to grow it. If you're in anything, you want to grow at it. So I wanted to make more, so I needed to sell more. So I wanted more customers. I wanted more money. I wanted more merchandise to sell. So I realized, okay, if I want to sell more, all I need is more products, right? So you guys, if you live in Georgia, pretty much I think everyone here probably lives in Georgia. So you guys know where Doraville is. So around the time I got my mom to take me to Doraville, and around Doraville, it was a real industrial area. They used to wholesale a lot of products, and I was like, it's kind of getting hard to find products on Facebook all the time consistently, right? So let me just, take the money I saved up so far. Let me go buy a lot of products and put them on Craigslist, and for sure I should make more money. So you guys, this is exactly what I did. I think I invested around like $2,000 of the money I had saved up selling on Craigslist. Then what I did was, put those products on Craigslist. But what I noticed was, wow, I got more products, but I'm not getting more calls. If I was getting 12 calls a week from Craigslist, without doing anything, just getting 12 calls, I got more products now. I at least need 25 calls to sell all these products, but I wasn't getting more calls, you guys. And this was a really big problem. At this point, I got all this product, it's in my garage, and I need to sell it. What can I do to sell this product, right? And around this time, I knew that the internet was coming up. I knew that the wave was the internet. I realized online was a wave, right? So I decided that I need to make a website. If I wanted to sell online, I needed a website, right? I invested a lot of money making the most extravagant website possible. I thought that you make a website, I needed a MacBook. So one of the first things I did was go invest in a MacBook, because I just felt like, oh, all techie stuff gets done on a Mac. So I need a Mac. So I went and bought a Mac. Then I taught myself how to, build a website, because I was always great at teaching myself. I was always great at just watching and mimicking and making mistakes and learning from my mistakes. I would say like that's my best skill, making mistakes and learning from it. This is something that my father really instilled in me at a young age. Just make mistakes and continue to learn from them. That's what I did, you guys. I learned how to make a website, right? I invested a lot of money making in this website. So I'm like, it's all going to be worth it. Once I make this website, once I get it going, everyone's going to come to my website. Everyone is going to buy my product, and it's going to be worth it. Around this time, I was in like 11th grade. 3 months straight, 3 months straight of 3 months straight of selling on my website. I got zero sales for 3 months. Around time like I was in 11th grade, I was really, really depressed individual. You know, it might sound silly. How can an 11th grader be depressed about not getting sales on his website? But honestly, you guys, this is how I really felt, because at the time, this is what my life was, completely revolved around. My entire life was revolved around just selling on Craigslist and just making a profit. This was what I was known as. This is what I was good as. This is my passion. This is like something I had a deep love for. Just more so, not even generating the sales, but just actually just doing it. The process of just going through business, I felt like it was such an escape. It was just such an escape from everything else. It felt like a world of its own. It's something that I could like. It was like a toy. It's almost like a toy that that I play with, that I can continue to make better and get money out of it. So I really enjoyed everything about business. I went 3 months straight, got zero sales on my website, and I'm really freaking out. I'm trying to figure out what I need to do to get sales on my website. That's when I realized, my website can sell as good as me. My website cannot sell as good as me. When I was selling on Craigslist, I was doing a really, really good job at communicating with people, being able to call people, ask them, what it is that they're looking for in a product, then being able to find the correct product for them, or being able to come back and communicate the value of another product I found for them because I couldn't find the product they were looking for. Being able to really sell it, and then selling really comes down to communicating. And, an entire process. And I realized that my website can't sell as good as me. My website doesn't have a good process at all, right? So I was like, what can I do to my website? What can I do to my website? How can I make my website sell as good as me? And I was like, if I make my website sell as good as me, I'm going to be in business. I'm gonna be making more sales now. So I like, okay, this is it. I thought it was that, get the website, then I'll be good. No, I was like, I need to get a website that can sell as good as me, and then it'll be working. Because you guys, how many of you guys have websites that are just inactive, just don't do anything for you, just another business card for you online, right? When everybody was getting into the website era, everybody thought, let's get websites. If we get websites, we'll get more customers. But that's not necessarily how it works. You have to make your website move. You have to make your website sell. You have to make a website that can sell, that can communicate what it is that you do, why people need to come to you. And websites do not do a good job at selling. That was the conclusion I came to. I was like, how can I make a website that sell as good as me? You know, I was like, if I can just take the exact same process that I was using to sell on Craigslist and add it to my website, that will be perfect. This will be a match made in heaven. This is exactly what I need. I need a website that can follow up with people. I need a website that can collect people's name and phone numbers. At first when people come inquire about the product, they might not buy, but I at least have their name, their phone number. I can text them and follow up with them and see, did their minds change? What's holding them back from, buying from me? These were all crucial things because nobody ever bought from me on the first visit. So I was like, what is my Craigslist process and how can I make a website? How can I make a website that will be as good as this, right? And around the time, I was doing research, doing like really in-depth research, and that's when I came across this guy named Russell Brunson. And Russell Brunson introduced me to the concept of funnels, right? You guys, what is a funnel? Everyone, everyone has like a different level of marketing knowledge, but you guys, I would say that a funnel is like the hottest marketing technology within the past 2 years. It's something that's really, really old, but being introduced to the internet within the past 2 years, and it's been working great for everyone. And you guys, basically what a funnel is, the best salesperson in your business turned into a robot. So if you had like a super salesperson in your business, the most outgoing person, the most energetic person in your business that will go find you customers, find you new patients and bring them to your practice and, have them become a client with you, if you had that person and you could just turn that person into a robot so that they can work 24 hours, never make mistakes, and, and much, much more cost effective, this is what a funnel is. This is what a funnel would be. A person, your best salesperson, turned into a robot. A lot of medical practices will argue that, we don't have salespeople in our business, but this is very incorrect. You know, every business is in business to make sales, right? So if you don't have a salesperson in your business, how are you necessarily making sales? The first person that people encounter with, at your front desk, that is probably a salesperson in your business, right? Everything that you're doing in your business is supposed to be geared around, properly selling people, moving people through a process so that they can be a client and forever become a client and always send you referrals. This is, crucial, and this is why I feel like a lot of medical practice are really left behind when it comes to sales and generating leads online and growing their business. A lot of people just stick to old conventional methods of just referrals and direct mail, right? You guys, this is the 21st century. A lot of things are changing. A lot of people are evolving. You need to evolve with it. And I was like, most medical practices only use a website and and don't understand their sales process. And I will tell you guys the importance of having a sales process and understanding the sales process. So that's what I realized, you guys. If I can take my Craigslist process that I was using to sell on Craigslist and add it to my website, it would be perfect, right? I found funnels. I felt like around the time I was watching a presentation similar to the one you guys are watching now, and the guy just broke down funnels to me and just showed me like, hey, if you have a product and you're not selling, you really need to shift to this model of using a funnel. You know, develop a process so that your product is always selling for you. That that you're properly selling your product using the correct sales process. And Russell Brunson was just just a complete life changer to me. When I met him, and once I entered his world, around the time he was selling a product called ClickFunnels that helps you build funnels. The product was $997. Around the time I've invested so much money to get to, to get $0 back, I didn't have any more money left. And I had to do something that was really, really hard for me at the time. Is I had to go ask my parents for money. I had to go ask my parents like, hey, can I borrow $900? Actually, I borrowed $400 from them. I have $500 saved up. This is like literally the only money I had to my name. Around the time I was about to graduate high school, that money was for my senior dues, and I was just like, it's gonna be worth it. And you guys, I was like, let me take this money, let me invest it with Russell Brunson, let me find out what funnels are, let me use funnels to sell my product. And I was like, this is it, this is it. I needed a website that can sell as good as me, and I realized that funnels was exactly that, exactly what I'm looking for, guys. So I was like, I have 6 months, I have to make it work. I told my parents I'll pay them back in 6 months. I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be able to buy myself a car when I get in college. I'm gonna be able to, fund my dorm room. Buy all cool gadgets and equipment for my dorm room. I'm, shopping already, thinking like I'm about to make it work, you guys. I'm about to make it work. You guys, 6 months later, of really nose to the grindstone, trying to figure out trying to figure out how to build a perfect funnel. 6 months later, I literally got zero sales, still a complete failure, worse than I started off with. At this point, I'm just, completely baffled. Like, why am I not making this work? Is there something wrong with me? I'm putting in the time. I'm putting in the time. So I was like, what's wrong? It's not like I'm just saying, oh, it's not working, but I'm not doing any work. But I was actually doing work. I was actually, trying really, really hard to do this. And I felt like just a complete failure because, my dream, the vision that I had didn't come true. I thought I would be able to go to college, already have, fund everything myself, but that wasn't the situation. That wasn't the case. Like, I was going to college completely broke. I wasn't even able to get a dorm room at the time. I really, really felt like a failure. And I was like, I gotta make this work. What is stopping me from making this work, you guys? And then that's when I realized that, I studied every $1 million funnel on the internet. There's over $150 million funnel of people that build funnels and is making well over $1 million. And I studied each one of them, and I was like, what are they doing on these funnels? What are they saying? What I realized was really important is what you say, as for what you offer. I studied every $1 million funnel on the internet, and around the same time, I mastered the art of sales. I thought I was good at sales. I thought my Craigslist sales process was good, but really my Craigslist sales process was terrible. And I really had to master the art of sales to be able to build a funnel that can make me money. Because that at the time that's all I was worried about. I was like, I just need money. I just need more customers. I need people to buy from me. I studied every $1 million funnel on the internet, and I mastered the art of sales, right? And you guys, literally, around the time, I was getting really good at just designing different shirts, shirts with cool sayings and slogans, and I designed one of my best shirts. I wouldn't even say one of my best shirts. I've tried like a lot of other shirts that I thought was much better than the one that I was about to try. But once I really had the concept of what exactly is supposed to go on the funnels and every piece of it, that's when I really really mastered it. And 8 months later, you guys, I made $10,000 straight for 8 months. Right, $8,000 a month for 10 months straight, you guys. This completely changed my life. After almost 7 months of doing this, of really trying to make it work, I finally made it happen, you guys. I made a funnel that made me money, and this was just a complete life changer at the time, because at the time I was only trying to make an extra $2,000 a month, but I made a whole extra $8,000 a month, and this completely changed everything for me. Once I started making this money, one of the first things that my mind, snapped to was I wanted to travel. I wanted to go back home. I wanted to go back to Senegal because I haven't been back to Senegal since I moved here, and it's been over like 16 years now. Now, like, I really want to go back to Senegal. I really want to see my family. I really want to go back to the country I'm from, and you guys, that's what I did. Over the next 6 months, I traveled the entire world. I visited parts of China. I visited parts of Thailand. Visited a lot of parts of South America, including Medellin, Bogota, Nicaragua, um, Bolivia, Belize. I visited almost all these countries, and I just felt like it was just amazing to me. When I traveled, I got to learn so much. My eyes got open to new cultures, got open to new things, and it just became extremely essential to me for me to travel. That's when I like. That's how I learned. I realized that I'm a much better learner when I just have conversations with people. And then, just for example, I remember every time that I would travel and I would sit in Sky Priority, I would sit next to a salesperson, someone that's going to a sales that works a sales job. And I'll ask them, "What is your sales process?" I'll bring out my notebook and literally take notes on everything he says that they do to sell their product, and I'll just how can I use this in my funnel now? How can I take this advice that he gave me and use in my funnel? And you guys, right here in this picture, right here in the top right corner, that's me actually in Senegal, And right here we're traveling to the coast of Senegal. Literally, the first, if you were traveling from America to Africa, this island right here behind me will be the first island you hit. And we were traveling here on a boat, going to visit the island. And you guys, when I went to Senegal, it literally changed my life. It literally changed my perspective on life. At the time, I was just focused on money. I was just focused on me, focusing on how can I increase my financial gain. And I remember on the flight to Senegal, around the time, as I was flying so much, I really picked up reading. Someone recommended a book to me. I wasn't a big reader at the time, but someone recommended a book to me. And as I was reading this book on the flight, I seen a quote that completely changed everything for me. It says, want more money, help more people. And I was like, wow, that's really simple. It's 6 words: want more money, help more people. And I'm like, I can do that. I can help more people. And I remember landing in Senegal. And we were in a car ride. Going back to my uncle's house, and he says, well, we're so, the country is so poor. The country has, this country can never be great. And I'm looking outside the window, my glass pressed against the window, my face pressed against the window, and I was looking, and where he's seeing poverty, I was seeing a lot of opportunity. I was seeing, with this quote still ringing in my head: want more money, help more people. And I'm like, wow, there's a lot of people that can be helped here. And I just know that, from helping, it'll equal financial gains for me in the long run. So I just really, really, really stuck with this quote: want more money, help more people. And I came back to America. I tried to start a business in Africa. It failed really, really fast. Lost money in it really, really fast. Most of the money that I made from selling the shirts, it required a big investment to do something big. Everyone told me not to do it, but I just believed that I could do it at the time, and I did it, and I failed. It was really, really hard for me at that time too, because I felt like, because I was literally on my high horse. I was literally on my high horse, and now, I fell completely off, and I fell because I felt like I couldn't lose at nothing. I got it. I couldn't lose at anything anymore, right? And that's when I was like, you know what? I need to help more people. Uh, I did it for myself. I made a funnel for myself. I need to make it for someone else. I need to do it for someone else, so that I can prove to myself that, one, you know, all the months and the years that I spent, trying to learn funnels actually meant something. I actually learned something. And I can actually help other people do it as well. And around the time, I want to show you guys the power of social media. Around the time, I had a buddy of mine that I just used to chat with on a Facebook group. Never met him in person. We just always used to chat, comment under each other's pictures on a Facebook group. Message me one day and say, "Hey, I got a friend. I got a friend here on Wall Street in New York that needs help. Making a funnel, because he has a pretty good product, but he's getting no sales. He needs more subscribers. To his product." And I was like, "Okay, sure. I would love to help. He scheduled a call with me and the guy. I listened to him, and I told him, like, hey, you should design a funnel that does this and goes like this, so that you can effectively sell your product, right? And he was like, can you come do it for me? He flew me out to New York, you guys, and it was supposed to be I was only supposed to be there for 2 weeks, but 2 weeks turned into 2 months because we were facing so many problems and challenges, putting his funnel together. But you guys, we did it. We put it together, and 2 months later, I made him a funnel that's currently doing an extra $10,000 a month to his business on top of what he was already doing, and that includes no advertising. He's making an extra $10,000 a month in his business just by implementing a funnel, right? This is huge. For any business, could add $10,000 a month, and like I said, you guys, funnels can make more than $10,000 a month. There are hundreds and hundreds of funnels on the internet that's doing $1 million a month, doing almost $1 million in a day. You would think that, no way, that's impossible, but this is really, really possible. People are making funnels that make tons of money. Just Russell Brunson has funnels that make $17,000 a day in every industry, right? And I was like, wow. Once I made this funnel for him, my confidence shot through the roof, and I was like, wow, I could really, really do this. I could help more people build funnels. Businesses need this. Businesses need help. You know, adding more money to their business. And that's exactly what I did. I came back to Atlanta, and I was like, let me help more businesses. I got an office space, and just slowly, slowly, just developed my network, and just found more people to help, and that's what I've been doing ever since. And and since you guys are on this call, I want to show you guys, specifically in the medical field, what to do, what to do, how to make a funnel, how to put a funnel in your business that's going to bring you more customers, in return bring you more money, right? This is, everyone needs to sell. A lot of medical practices believe that they don't have to sell, but everything everything that you do, all the services that you do, you have to sell it. You have to sell it, you have to market it. Marketing and selling goes hand in hand, right? You can't sell something unless you market, unless people know about it. So this is it. You need a sales process, right? So you guys, I narrowed it down to three essential lessons just to be, just for time's sake, so that you can get the most out of it. And I'm gonna, break down each step of the funnel, right? I want to break it down to three master lessons, right? That can help you put a funnel in your business, that will generate you clients, because we've done this for medical practices, and we generated them 98 leads in a month, and that told us to 50 new appointments in their business for a dentist practice. You guys, so I want to show you guys exactly how to put this together. This is working all over the internet. It works every day. Um, and best part of all is, once you, take the time to just put this in your business, it just runs, it just works. You get new calls, new appointments to your business just from this system being in place, right? What are you doing now that's currently bringing you 10 sales calls, 10 inquiries a day to your business? How are people getting in contact with you? How are people finding you? If referrals is the only way that grow your business, how long can you depend on that? How reliable are these referrals? And what funnels do, it gives you predictability in your business. It allows you to know exactly how many people will call you. You're not going to be searching, wondering how many customers you will get. You're going to be wondering, how am I going to service all these new customers I will get this month? Because it provides predictability, right? Because it's a robot. Machines work 24/7, and machines provide consistency and predictability. Human beings and just human nature, we can only be so consistent, we can only be so predictable, and we can only achieve the same results so many times, right? But with a robot that's already dialed in, that already knows what to do step by step, it works for you. And you guys, don't get intimidated when I say robot. This stuff is really easy. This is stuff that you see every day, that you go through every day. You just probably didn't know what it was that you were going through. So you guys, I'm gonna show you how to do this. So I narrowed it down into three master lessons. And what these lessons would do, is give you the knowledge of a knowledge and overview of all all the pieces necessary in a funnel, for a funnel to work, right? So the first master lesson is to, one, transfer your offline sales process online. All right. So this was the first big move I made. I had to realize, what is my offline sales process? What am I currently doing offline, and bring it online? Because if you don't know what you're doing offline, you're gonna come online and not know what you're doing, and try to do a whole bunch of different things, but that's not necessarily the right process. You got to take the process that's already working for you and place it online, right? So you guys, I'll show you an example of this as well. I'm going to show you guys reasons why funnels won't work. Things that I see people do, things that a lot of people do that make their funnels won't work. Because I pretty much made every mistake in the book when building a funnel. So I've been through every mistake. So in this section, I'm going to show you guys what mistakes that you will run into, and how to avoid them, so that you don't even make them. And then number three, guys, I'm going to show you guys advertising. I'm going to show you guys the most important number, when it comes to funnels, so that how you can, successfully and profitably advertise your business, right? Because this is important. It's marketing and sales. People need to know about you, right? So I'm going to show you guys, how to buy advertising that will keep you extremely, extremely profitable at the end of the day, right? So let's get right into it, you guys. Master lesson number one: transfer your offline sales process online. In theory, this is what a funnel is. A funnel is basically whatever you're doing offline to get customers, you do it online, right? Whatever you're doing offline to get customers, you do it online. Why do you want to transfer your offline sales process online? Because online you have more reach. You know, everybody's online. Everybody is online. Every demographic, every type of buyer profile, every kind of client, your ideal client is online. So if you're advertising through billboards, that's offline. You want to be online, right? You want to be online. You want to get customers online, because it's cheaper, number one. and you can do it faster, and you have unlimited reach. The potential of reach is just unlimited. And with offline, you have a very limited reach. Referrals, that's an offline sales process. You want to do it online, you guys. So here's an example of transferring your sales process offline to online, right? So let's the left side is your offline sales process prospecting, right? Finding people that can use your product or service. This is the first thing that you do. If you're selling anything, you got to find out who is your ideal patient, who's your ideal client. If you're a dental practice, you have a family dental practice, you want to go over people, you want to find people that have big families, correct? If you're a plastic surgeon, and you offer mainly, women type services, most of your services are catered towards women. You want to find women that can use your product or service, that can use and afford your product or service, right? So this is prospecting. This is the first part of any sales process, right? So you guys, most dental practices probably don't prospect. You guys probably just wait for people to come through the door. But how efficient is that? When it comes to sales, when it comes to growing your business, do you want to be proactive, or do you want to wait for people to just come to you? Okay. Number two, you got to be able to present your product or service, right? Everyone feels like dentistry, plastic surgery is just a commodity. Anywhere I go, you can get the same kind of service, right? But you guys have to be able to present, you know, the key, your value proposition. What makes you different from every other medical practice in your industry, right? What differentiates you? How do you treat your customers? How do you treat your patients differently, right? Really important. People need to be able to present their services, present the quality, the benefits of their services if you want to efficiently sell someone. And if you're not doing that, then you're probably not selling them. If you're not, properly presenting your product or your service, you're probably not doing a good job selling. The last, next thing is you do offline. You want to follow up with people. You want to call people and ask them, hey, did you like the service? Or hey, your appointment is coming up. You want to be able to follow up with people so that you can continue to sell them. You can, sway their decision if they're on the fence of going between your practice and another practice. You know, be able to efficiently follow up with them and sway them so that they can be your client. Right? Really, really important. Something else that you do offline, you ask for referrals, right? So this is basically asking for referrals. Simple as that, asking some of your current clients to send you referrals. And there's 82 ways to generate referrals offline, and you guys are probably only doing one. You probably just, hey, take this card. If you see anyone that needs us, definitely send them my way. Or you're not even asking for referrals. People are just sending it to you because they like your service. But if people are already sending you the referrals without you asking for it, imagine how many more referrals you would get, if you start asking for it the right way, using online process, right? And then most important, closing. Closing is where you exchange the service for the money, right? If a client goes through all of this, a patient goes through all of this, but they never, gave you any money, or you never made any money from it, you didn't properly exchange value. You're not growing your business, right? So this is the offline. So now you guys, this is the future. This is how you do this online. How do you prospect, right? Lead magnet, right? Prospecting online is something called lead magnet, and what this is people take advantage of your lead magnet or your prospects. And what a lead magnet is, something of value, something that your current prospect, that a prospect, someone that is your prospect will see and instantly jump towards, right? So if someone was your prospect, and if someone is looking to, reduce their waste, correct? What would they see online that will, like, completely, just make them turn their heads and come to you, right? We're not going to find a prospect. We're just putting out a bait and have people come to us, right? This is what a lead magnet is. It's a bait for our ideal prospects so that they can come to us, right? Presenting your product. If you have your front desk or your staff, explain the benefits of your practice, or your office. You do this in a sales page online. You do this in a sales page, where you can, if someone on your staff always explains the benefits of the practice differently, all your customers, all your clients will see, will hear different benefits. But with a sales page, you can really narrow down your top benefits and present the reasons why your practice or your office is better than anyone else in the industry. This is crucial, right? And following up, right? Following up online, following up is a matter of phone calls, right? And manually sending emails. But online, you program all this so that email sequences and text messages go out to your prospects, after they get off the phone with you, after their appointment, before their appointment, right? So we're always following up with them. We're always staying top of mind, when it comes to our prospects, right? Asking for referrals, right? Online there's a much more efficient way of asking referrals from your clients. Actually giving your clients some sort of incentives to send referrals your way. Actually giving them some sort of marketing materials or promotion materials so that they can effectively market why people should come to you, right? Really, really important. And most importantly, closing. Online, this is what we call the checkout pages, the schedule page, the pages, or application pages. You got to be able to close people. You got to be able to make sure that they exchange money, exchange money for the value that you're providing them, right? So you guys, basically, number one thing, most crucial, like this right here is the mindset that you need to have when it comes to building a funnel. You need to take whatever you're doing offline and you need to put it online. This is how you successfully build a funnel, right? Boom. And right here, you guys, I laid out for you the perfect funnel for any medical practice. So let's go through this step by step. Face face First step is a Facebook ad or a Google ad, right? And what is this? This is the exposure. Every business needs exposure. People need to find out about you. And the best way to have people find out about you is through Facebook ads and Google ads, because this is the cheapest source of advertisement. This is the cheapest source of exposure anywhere. Um, and best thing about this is just it's really really targeted. So you can target just specifically in the zip code that your business is in, and target the ideal customer. Target, if you're in a business you only sell to women, you can put that, hey Facebook, show my business to people that live in this zip code, um, between this age and this age, someone that clearly has a family, someone that's married. If this is your ideal customer, you can just go simply put it in Facebook, and Facebook will put your business in front of these people, right? Which is amazing, right? So this is a piece that a lot of businesses already have. People have Facebook ads and Google ads and a lot of advertising, but the piece they're missing is the rest of this, the rest of the funnel. If you don't have any of these pieces, then your funnel is broken. And really having all these pieces is essential, for your business to properly grow. And why is it essential, right? Because if someone sees your Facebook ad or your Google ad, what is how do you actually get them to the point where they're actually in your seat or they're in your office? How do you get them from off the internet to in your office, right? This is really really important. This is the biggest piece that people are missing, and this is when the rest of your funnel comes in place, right? So you guys, the perfect funnel for any medical practice, you want to start off by presenting your business, in using Facebook or Google ads, right? And then your lead magnet, right? So your lead magnet is going to be something, an offer that people can't resist, that an offer that your ideal client will see and immediately jump towards, right? Something, an irresistible offer. This is your lead magnet, the second step in your funnel. And this lead magnet is basically a sign up page where people just put in their information, put in their name, their email, and their phone number, saying that they're interested in the offer that you're providing. And that's what we call a lead. So boom, just instantly from just using Facebook and Google, targeted Facebook ads and Google ads within, a great lead magnet or irresistible offer, have people sign up for it. Once people sign up for our lead magnet, they go to our thank you page, right? So now we have the lead, and then now we call them to schedule an appointment. Or on this thank you page, they can schedule an appointment as well. But it's best to give them a call, right? Because this is our sales process. We want to call them and schedule an appointment for them. So what this is doing is making sure none of our leads go to waste. When someone gives us their name, email, and phone number, we call them to schedule an appointment, right? Once we schedule an appointment with them, so now you guys, we're filling our appointment calendar. Our appointment calendar now has more appointments just from this process alone, right? But that's not enough. We got to make sure that we make money from this appointment. Appointments don't mean anything unless we make money from it, right? You guys. So call to schedule the appointment, right? Then we make sure that we put email follow-ups inside of our funnel, right? So now we program emails to send to people and remind them like, hey, your appointment is coming up. And still in these emails, we're expressing the value of this appointment. We're getting them excited. We're telling them like, hey, you definitely don't want to miss this. You're gonna walk out feeling brand new. Your smile is gonna be, just glowing. You're gonna feel these kind of results. So we're getting them excited the entire time leading up to the appointment, so that we can guarantee, turn an appointment to an actual show up. Because this is a big problem that a lot of offices face. You guys get appointments, but a lot of people aren't showing up because you're missing this step in the funnel. You gotta have all your steps in the funnel aligned, right? So now, finally, the appointment. Now we have the customer in our seat, a person through our door, right? Amazing. So boom. At this point, we're on the verge of making money, all right? So the customer comes, we service them, our current initial offering, but what's most importantly is the upsell. You have to be able to, show your client or prospect ethically, you know, hey, you probably need Invisalign. You probably need fillers. This is someone all dentists know, all medical practices, know this. To this point, you want to make sure that your upsell is there. The entire sales process, right? The funnel is the entire sales process, right? So now we have the person here, appointment. We move them from internet to now they're here in our appointment. Then we hit them with our upsell, and then now at this point, the business is making money. The business just grew. The business just acquired a new appointment, a new customer, and now we're acquiring, additional revenue with our upsells, right? Correct. And then now definitely, it doesn't end there. You want to make sure that you have consistent email follow-ups program to send this person 5 days after they leave your office, 7 days after they leave your office, 1 month after they leave your office, so that you're always staying in contact with them. You're always staying top of mind. In these emails, what you're doing here is you're asking for referrals. You're asking them how was the service. You're asking them for feedback. You're staying top of mind. You're sending them more value. You're sending them how they can continue to keep their teeth white. After they leave your office, right? So you become valuable to them. You become an asset to them, and you're always in front of them. So you guys, this is the entire process of getting someone that doesn't even know you. Target them on Facebook and Google, and get them to the point where they become an appointment. Get them to the point where you're generating great revenue from them, and then also get them to the point where they're sending you more referrals and they're continuing to do business with you years and years and years after the initial Facebook ad they seen, right? This is how you grow a business. It's really, really simple, you guys. It's really, really simple. 6 boxes is literally the process that you need to get people to go through to grow your business. So just imagine you get 100 people to go through this process. Not everyone is gonna finish every process. This is why it's gonna call the funnel, because we get a lot of people to start here, and then every box it continues to drop down and drop down and drop down. But that's okay though, because people that get to this point and this point and this point is making us enough money. So the whole point is to get people to move through this process, right? And if you don't have this process and all you have is just Facebook ads, Google ads, it's too much drop off there. You might, you have Facebook ads and Google ads, going straight to the appointment. A lot of people won't show up. The offer is not good enough. A lot of people don't know enough about you because your sales page was off. They don't want to come, right? So you're spending money with Facebook and Google or any other form of advertising that you're using to get people through your funnel, and they're not, and they don't equal revenue for your business. So this is really, really, really important, is to make sure that you don't miss any step of this process, right? So you guys, now I'm going to show you actual examples of what this looks like, right? So here, for any dental practice, we have a great offer: a cleaning plus exam plus X-rays for only $21. This is 80% off the original value of this product, right? And here, look at this page here. We're doing a good job, expressing the benefits of your business. Telling them what kind of reviews that you have, right? We're actually selling them why they need to come do this. If you just had an ad and you didn't do this part, people would not be compelled to come. So you guys, you simply make this page, which is really, really easy to make. This the tool that we make most of our funnels for. We use ClickFunnels, but you guys on our YouTube channel, we have a lot of great resources to help you do this stuff. On this call, I just want to give you the high level overview so that you can be a master, so that you can understand the concept, right? These details is really, really easy to achieve. We build a beautiful page like this one, convey, why they need to come, and then boom, we tell them to schedule your appointment, and we have our lead magnet, this irresistible offer. If we were just advertising on Facebook and Google and tell people to, come pay full price, what's the value in that? Does that make your offer? Does that make your ideal prospect want to leave your house? I don't think it does. So it's really, really important that you have this piece. Let me show you guys more example here for a chiropractor. You know, selling the benefits, telling them that it's going to improve your posture, improve your health, improve your life, really selling the benefits of why they need to come in for this free spinal exam, right? And you guys are probably wondering, why am I offering a free spinal exam? How am I supposed to make money, offering free services? You guys, let's jump back to this slide, the upsell. The whole point is here to make sure that you get the appointment and have, a new customer in your business. But at that point, if they come in for a free spinal exam, you can, ethically upsell them, adjustments, adjustment package, a recurring membership package to your chiropractor service, especially if they like the services, right? And then most importantly, the follow-ups, the email follow-ups, the email sequences, so that we're staying top of mind and they're sending us referrals and they're coming back. So, even if they don't take our upsell the next time they come back or the third time they come back, or the referrals that they might send us, we're making money from it. So at the end of the day, we just want the customer, but at the end of the day, we will make money from it, correct? You know, and the people that take our upsells alone will outweigh, all the people that don't take our upsells. Right? So you guys, boom, we're selling the benefits. We're telling them, hey, new customer special, free spinal exam. Enter your email to get the free exam. Right? So now we're collecting the leads. Right? We have their name, their email, their phone number, and we have the name, email, and phone number of someone that's clearly interested in spinal exams because they made it to this, because they put in their information, so that we can always continue to sell to them and make sure they show up for their appointment. Here's another example. One free spinal exam and an adjustment. This is essential. This is a great lead magnet. This is making someone that wanted to visit a chiropractor on the fence. Haven't visited the chiropractor in a long, long time. When they see this makes their head turn, and now they're basically identifying themselves to you, saying that I am interested in your service, right? Really, really important. Here's another one that any um any plastic surgeon, any medical and med spa can use. 70% off new clients for laser treatments, right? This is, ideal. Someone that's, interested in the service, heard about it, been doing research on it. Once they see something like this will make them jump. This will make them give you their name, email, and phone number. You guys, people's name, email, and phone number is really, really valuable. Really, really valuable if you know how to use it correctly and, know how to, use it inside your funnel. So you guys, these are examples of what lead magnets are. This is an example of, how you get people started off on your page. You guys, what's the difference between this and your website, right? Your website is like a business card. Your website has all this information on your business, but your website doesn't do a good job selling. You can't make your website, can't identify, people that are interested in your service and, properly collect the lead from them, and properly collect them as a lead. But a funnel can do that. This is what this funnel is doing, is selling for your business. You right now, people are coming to this page and you're just in your business, or you're at home, spending time with your family, and people are opting in, people are giving you their email, their phone number, to become a customer in your business. You guys, this is the proactive solution to advertising and generating revenue for your business, right? Cool. Hopefully these examples help you, just give you understanding, like, it's not an overwhelming process. It's just a matter of just understanding the process, understanding what a funnel is. And that's what I'm hoping to teach you guys in this call. So conclusion is this: if you have a business with a sales process, you can turn it into a funnel. Anyone can have a funnel. Every business needs a funnel. This is where everyone's going. Every major Fortune 500 companies are using funnels to sell their products and services. This is the best way to sell anyone online because a lot of people online have this Facebook ads, this Google ads, this SEO, but they're missing the rest of this. They're missing the actual process that makes people money, the actual process that gets people inside the store. This is not enough unless you have the entire process, you guys. Okay, so let me go give you guys master lesson number two. Reasons why a funnel won't work, right? There's numerous things that come inside of a funnel, numerous things that could be tweaked and changed, but I'm gonna give you guys the top reasons why funnels won't work. And basically a conversion is how many people go to the next page. So if we get 100 people here, if we get 100 people to this page, how many people make it to our thank you page, right? If we get 100 people here and 0 people go to our thank you page, that's bad. That means that we have bad conversions. This page is not converting people to the next page, or eventually converting them into clients. So this is important. This is crucial, right? We want to make sure all our pages are converting. So in this lesson, I'm going to show you guys, conversions, things that you want to keep in mind, when you're putting together your funnel, so that you make sure that people are always moving and moving down this journey to the point where they become an actual appointment, so that you can upsell them and they can continue to send you referrals. So boom, conversions, right? Number one thing, simplicity always wins. You want to make sure your pages are really, really simple, not too much going on, not too many bright colors, but really, really simple and conveys the message, right? Number two, your message doesn't resonate, right? What this means is, what you're telling people, the offer that you're giving people, they don't like it. They don't feel like it's valuable. They don't feel like they can solve your problem, because at the end of the day, your service isn't meant to solve a problem. But if you're not properly communicating with people the kind of problems that you solve, or how you solve these problems, that means that your message does not resonate, right? And number three, your sales process is off. What does this mean? Going back to lesson number one, a funnel is your sales process offline done online. So if your sales process is off, it means your funnel is broken. Let's go back to our example here, right? If your sales process is off, if you're not sending someone to a valuable offer and you're just sending them to a Facebook ad, and then immediately trying to get them to give you their phone number with no incentives, no valuable offer, no page that's selling the benefits of your business, and just straight to a give me your phone number, you're going to be paying a lot of money for Facebook ads and Google ads, and people come to this page and never give you any phone number, or you never get a lead, so you would never get an appointment. So this means that your sales process is off. You got to make sure that you guys have these blocks in the right place. And I already did have to work. I did most of the work for you, and test it and know that each one of these blocks is in the right place. Right? Don't add a block. Don't remove a block. Really, 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 really important. Really, really important concept here. Um, your sales process is off. Number four is, well, your bad offer. You don't have a great offer. It's not enough incentives for someone to leave their house and become one of your customers, right? And number five, bad email sequence. And what this is, your follow-ups. Let's go back to our example here. Your follow-ups, this block, bad email sequence. This email sequence is really important, because this is bridging the gap between online and offline. Online and offline, getting someone off the internet and actually in your business. So if your emails are not properly sending out, delivering, being open, and reminding the prospect that their appointment is coming up, and all the bells and whistles and benefits of their appointment, all the results they would miss out if they don't come to the appointment. you know if you don't have this piece right here, honestly, your funnel is going to be broken. If you miss any one of these pieces, your funnel will be broken, and this will affect your conversions heavy. So you guys want to make sure you have all these pieces, okay? But you guys, I'm gonna tell you, really, the key gem to making any funnel work is finding your message, right? Being able to properly convey the benefits of your business, right? This is the piece that I see a lot of businesses are missing. People don't know why people are coming into their business. They don't understand why people will want to come into their business, right? So this is really, really important. Find out why people are coming in. What is that big benefit and promise that you give to people, so they come in, right? And you guys, with a lot of medical practices, with a lot of medical practices, most of the stuff that you guys do, is a commodity. Anyone else with the license and degrees can do it as well, right? You got to build a brand, around yourself, around your message, around, why is it that you do what you do? Why is it that you're a dentist? Why is it that you're a plastic surgeon? Why did you get into this field? Why, who did you set out in this field to help, right? You want to build a brand around your message so that you can separate yourself. You separate yourself, from the market. This is really, really, really huge, you guys. This will affect your conversion rates, tremendously. Build a brand around your message, right? Around you, right? And then two, lastly, sell the results. You want to you want to give them benefits. You don't sell the results. Sell the results. All these pages. Tell them why they need to come in. If they come in, the this is the results that they will get. Right. You want to sell the benefits. This is really, really huge. This is how you get people to leave their house and come to you. When you sell these benefits, right? So you guys, this is what affects your conversions. This is why your funnel won't work. If any one of these pieces are off, trust me, your funnel won't work, and you're gonna be like, funnels don't work. But you guys, you know, we know funnels work. So if yours doesn't work, it means that one of your pieces are broken. We know that we know funnels work. We know this for a fact. We know that people make a lot of money. We know that there are a lot of medical practices that use funnels to drive new business into their office. So if your funnel is not working, it just means that one of your pieces are broken, and you just have to test and fix it, and you're gonna be good, and you're gonna be generating customers. You guys, this stuff works, right? And then you guys, I want to tell you master lesson number three. Where a lot of people get scared is this part. Every business needs exposure. Every business needs to advertise. You need to be able to let people find out about you. People need to see you, for them to come in. If no one knows that you exist, how do you plan on getting new customers? Obscurity is, the enemy of all businesses. And you guys, I narrowed it down to using Facebook ads and Google ads, right? This is really, really efficient for your business. These these platforms have attention. Everyone hangs out here. And all you have to do is just put your business in front of them, and most practices can't afford, television ads, television slots. But trust me, you don't want television slots. You don't want billboards. You don't want direct mails. You don't want, yellow page ads. You want to be on Facebook and Google. This is where the world is. The world is online. So you want to just be where they are. And, Facebook and Google makes it really, really cheap, to get people's attention and get people to find out about your business. So you really want to take full advantage of this. But where a lot of people stumble at this point is that they don't know how to properly buy ads, right? And so you guys, I'm going to show you, what is that crucial number, you know when buying advertisement for your business. If you understand this one number, you're going to be okay, right? If, for example, if you know that a new patient in your business over the course of 1 year will make you well over $5,000, because you did the math, you've seen the projections of all your current clients. You know that most of your clients, in a year span, will spend $5,000 with you or more on average, right? If you know that for every customer that you have, you'll make $5,000. How much would you be willing to pay, to get a new customer? How much would you be willing to pay to have someone, be with you for a year so that you can make that $5,000, from them? And it's not going to be instant. It's going to be the lifetime value of that customer, right? So this is the most important thing. When you're buying traffic, when you're buying Facebook and Google ads, the one thing that you want to understand is that the lifetime value of that customer. So you want to know exactly, not on their first visit, because on their first visit we're giving them a great offer just so that they can be a customer, right? So that we can take full advantage of the lifetime value of that customer. If we we pay, $50, we can pay $50 to get a new appointment. If I plan on making $5,000 from them in a lifetime, that's really good return on your investment. The stock market can't even give you that type of return on your investment, right? This is the only number that matters when you buy traffic, you guys. If you're buying Facebook ads and Google ads, you know just to make it simple for you, I just want to relieve the entire stress when it comes to just buying these type of advertisements. Is that, if you understand the lifetime value of your customer, you can confidently buy traffic. If you understand that you make, $10,000 for a customer, you should easily understand that, you'd be willing to pay $1,000, to acquire a new customer in your business. You should be easily willing to pay, $1,000 to get someone to go through your entire process, right? If you know that by the time they get to your email follow-ups, spend over 6 months with you, you'll make $5,000 from them, or you're selling really really expensive procedures. Understand the value of that. And you can pay anything less than the lifetime value of your customer, and you'll be a profitable business, and you'll continue to grow profitably. So this is, you guys, is just a very very simple thing, but there's something that a lot of people are missing out on, or a lot of people don't understand. So I wanted to make it clear and crucial to you guys that you know pay Google and Facebook anything less than the lifetime value of your customer. If you plan on making $18,000 from one procedure, you know you should be willing to pay $2,000 to acquire that procedure, because this is how you grow. That you're making pretty good You're making a $16,000 net profit from it, after advertising. But at the same, would you rather have that $16,000, or would you rather just not spend that original $2,000, right? Just as simple as that. But once you can confidently pay for traffic once your funnel is in place, because you know that you have the sales process and system and flow that people will go through, so that when you pay money in advertising, you're not going to lose it, because you have everything set up, so that money that you invest in the front end only turns into additional revenue for your business and ROI. Once someone finishes your process, you guys, this is really important. So, just to eliminate the stress for you, once you know what it is that you can pay for your, and once you know this number, once you know the lifetime value of your customer, you can pay more than your competitors to acquire a customer, because your competitor around next door, he only wants to pay $12 for a customer, right? Because he doesn't know how to make the most out of his customer, because he doesn't have a funnel. But you have a funnel, so you know that I can outspend him. If he only wants to pay 12, I'll pay 150. I just want the customer, because I know once they finish their my process, my funnel, I will make money through them, right? You guys, you will beat all your competitors once you know how to drive profitable traffic. Understand the lifetime value of your customer, right? And once again, traffic is everywhere. Pay anyone less than the lifetime value of your customer to send new customers to your funnel. If you want to use billboards, to send customers to your funnel, to send more people through your funnel, all that matters is that the traffic is less than the lifetime value of your customer. If the traffic is less than the lifetime value of your customer, you're going to be in business, you guys. You're going to be making revenue efficiently, right? Follow this golden rule, and you'll never lose money inside your funnel. A lot of people lose money in their funnel because they, either one of their pieces is broken, or they don't know that golden rule, that lifetime value. Don't if you pay more money and the first time the customer visits you, and you're not profitable, it's okay. Understand the lifetime value, right? So that this will allow you to purchase more customers, right? Because this is the world that we live in, you guys. Customers are purchased. If you're in business, that I think that was like the biggest business shift I ever made, was just understanding that you buy customers. Customers don't come to you for free. You buy customers, you guys. And I want to really really explain to you guys that you know doing having a business in your funnel is like having a funnel in your business is like business natural selection. This will separate you from everyone else. This will allow you to be this will allow you to be like one of the top businesses in your industry, because you have a way, a process to efficiently generate clients. This allows you to generate clients, you guys. And once again, mastery is a lifelong process. I don't expect anyone to understand and master funnels through this call, through this one presentation, you guys. But here, I just gave you the basic and great understanding of what it is that you need to do, right? And if you want to learn more, and you want to put a funnel in your business, you guys, I just recommend that you guys go, watch my YouTube channel, Haji Saw. I'm putting every detail, everything that you need to know, from writing emails to putting together your page, and having every element that I discussed in this webinar. I broke it down to even finer pieces, so that you can just follow each video step by step and efficiently make a funnel for free in your business, you guys. The information is out there. The information is on my YouTube channel. Go to Haji Saw, and you'll find more. Subscribe to our channel, and you'll find the exact videos that you need to put each piece in place, you guys. And once again, if the YouTube is not for you, watching videos and learning is not for you, and you just need help doing this, you want someone to do it for you, I highly recommend that you guys hop on a call with me, so that we can, so I can understand your business and I can help you, put together your process so that you can, effectively pay for advertisement. Because, at this point, if you know that you're not paying for advertisement, you're probably not generating any customers, right? Consistently, right? Advertising is the way to go. And you guys, funnels is how you effectively advertise and sell people on the internet and generate customers through the internet. Everyone effectively generating customers through the internet is using funnels. So you guys, if you want to have this conversation with me, I highly recommend you just click the button below. You can schedule a call with me at your earliest convenience, and we can go through this process, and I can help you step by step understand what you should do inside your funnel so that you can make sure that you're making money. And if you like what you hear, and you want to work with us, and you want us to just put it together for you so that you can start generating new patients and clients, I highly recommend that you guys book the call. And so we're ending towards the end of our call right around 60 minutes, which is awesome. So you guys, let me answer any questions that you guys might have. What's the most confusing thing for you guys when it comes to funnels? Let's look at the questions here. And once again, thank you so much for being a part of this call. I really appreciate it. And I see people are already taking advantage of the call, which is awesome. I really look forward to speaking with you guys. I really look forward to giving you as much value, and as much help as I can, and really getting you results. So, thank you so much, you guys. So much. Any questions? Let me check our questions out. One second, you guys. Let me see if I can get the questions pulled up here. Once again, thank you so much, you guys, for being on this call. If you'd like to schedule a call with me, the button is right below. Find us on our Facebook page as well. Seemed like everyone understood it. Amazing. Once again, thank you for joining this class. We're going to have another class every Friday, and we're going to continue to go in detail. And I really hope that I can help anyone on this call through my videos or talking to me in person, build a funnel that adds revenue to their business and completely changes the trajectory of their business for 2018. Once again, thank you so much, you guys. You guys have a great day.